Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video and another round of Subscriber Championship. We're here for round number 5 of season number 2 at the British Grand Prix. If you guys end up enjoying today's video, feel free to drop it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here as well. And we're going to get straight into this race then. So we're here for the British Grand Prix and it's going to be a wet race. So to spice things up a little bit, I didn't change it to be a wet race. It's on, every race is on dynamic weather. And today we've got a wet race, so we're going to see how we get on. And also, we're starting from the front row this time around. Of course, random grids, so no one qualifies. Everyone just has a random starting place every single race. And this has been the highest place we've ever started for a Grand Prix. So we're on the front row of the grid. We've got the Renault of Tong alongside in the front on pole position. So he's got the best run in towards the first corner. And we're just going to see how we get on. So obviously, let's see how we do. So here we go then. We've got the 5 red lights coming on now. Here they all are. All the 5 lights are on. And eventually the 5 lights will go out and the British Grand Prix is underway. Then it's a good start from us off the line there. Trying to get side by side now with the Renault. Heading in towards turn 1 here. We've got a tight line in towards the first corner. And we're going to have to just back out of it there. As Sam goes up into 3rd place. We've got one of the Alpha Tower. He's deciding that the corner doesn't exist there. And goes way off the circuit in towards turn 3. But for us though, we are in 2nd place. Then I think Sam is in 3rd at the moment. Unless DHL is going to get past him, which he does. So DHL actually goes into 3rd place there. As for us now, we're maintaining our position in 2nd now. Sam is in 4th. We've then got Con in 5th. I think Azzy then is in 6th place for Red Bull, but it's a great start for Tong in the Renault. He leads this race now, and we had a better start than him, but I just wasn't able to get past him in towards turn 1. I probably should have got a lot closer to his line in towards the first corner, get myself a better run through there, but it's lap 1 of the Grand Prix. There are 13 laps to go in this race, so no matter what, I was more than happy to just back out and wait for an opportunity to come if it does later on. Live to fight another day, just like Lewis Hamilton did, obviously remember at the Spanish Grand Prix. Yes, he lost out to Verstappen, but he overtook him later on in the timings section. You can tell when this video is being recorded. It's being recorded before Monaco, so you know, shout out to whoever won at Monaco. But for us though, we're not quite winning at the moment. We've got the back end sliding out here. Now we've got this opportunity for DHL to try and have a run at us now. Obviously the two of us at the top of the championship, but we're just able to stay in front of him in towards Stowe corner. And Tong there with a 1.1 second lead then out front. Very comfortable for him, but we've gained a couple of tenths back though through Stowe. So not the cleanest run for him as we now go in towards the Vale chicane now for the first time in this Grand Prix. And we can open up the taps through Club corner and across the start finish line. What is the gap then between ourselves and Tong? It's 7 tenths of a second, 8 tenths of a second actually, across the line there. So we gained 3 tenths then in the last sector, which is encouraging. Lap 2 of the Grand Prix now, and we'll finally get ourselves into a little bit of a rhythm here, and it's quite clear that we've got some decent pace. We go across the lines at the fastest lap of a 39.9, not too bad at all, and we take that and we can move on now in this race and keep pressing onwards with our attack here. Lap 3 to start lap 4, you can see we're right on the back of Tong now, 3 tenths of a second. Problem is though, there's no DRS obviously, so it's just a case of rich mix and overtake, and because the setups are fixed, all we've got is the advantage of the slipstream. But unfortunately, in every single section of the circuit where you need to be fast, I'm just not fast enough at the moment. I could try and send it up the inside, but obviously, you know, we're only 4 laps in, so you know, I'd rather just stay behind Tong for as long as possible. We get a great run out of here though, so this might be a chance for us to have a little run here down in towards Brooklands. But you can just see here the slipstream is not really working. It's just not giving us the great run that we wanted. But we're going to take a wide line in towards here now, try and then cut through on the outside. But unfortunately, that's not going to work here, and he just holds on to the position in the lead there. But what's also crucial is I'm in a rock and a hard place here, because I could go for a really aggressive attack here on Tong, but I can't do that because I've also got DHL that's right behind me. So if I try anything rash and crazy, he's through, and if I don't make it stick and then DHL makes it through and sticks and I'm stuck behind Tong again, we're just in trouble. And you can see that we're picking up the pace now. So 39.5 for us, it's a 39.3 for DHL there. So he's clearly now starting to really put me under pressure now to try and pressurize Tong here. So it's all good, me having the attack here on Tong, and to be honest, the worst place you actually want to be in this 3-way scrap at the moment is Azzy there gets himself up now into 5th place there. The worst place you want to be is where we are in second place, but unfortunately, not what we can do about it. We're on to lap 9 of the Grand Prix now. We've skipped all the way through this Grand Prix, and we're just not getting the run anymore. But you can see here that crucially, that I don't know if that's obviously because of the rain line, but I wonder if Tong is struggling a little bit. That's our best run though through towards this chicane so far, through Magnets and Beckett, shall I say. We'll have a little attack, though, in towards Stoke Corner. Let's see how close we can get, though, to the Renault. But again, look, we're just not close enough, and that was my problem. Going through Magnets and Beckett's, I just don't have the pace to actually match what Evertong and also DHR F1 guy has. I'm faster in other sections of the circuit, which unfortunately don't require you to be fast when you're trying to attack someone. So I'm in a really bad position here where, yes, I've got the pace, obviously, otherwise I would have dropped off of these two by now. But I think it's quite clear that maybe I've got the pace over Tong, or maybe matching it, it depends, probably got more pace. I think DHL behind, though, has got even more pace than what I do. It's quite frustrating here. Lap 10 now of the Grand Prix. We're on the back of Tong once again now through the exit of Luffield. Going to blast a little bit of ERS here. And we've got a great run here in towards Cop's Corner now. But unfortunately, again, I'm just not close enough to really attack it through Cop's. I could have done again, but it's the problem that I've got is, again, it's DHL just right behind. One mistake and he's through. So I really need to play this quite carefully here, as Tong really struggling for straight line speed now. I wonder if he's run out of ERS here. We've still got 48%. This is our best chance now for the exit of Beckett. We've got the best run now down the straight here in towards Stoke Corner. Tong has to go defensive here to the inside line. Now we've got a chance here to go around the outside, and there we go. We've got around the outside here of Tong, but Tong breaks super late there. He gives us a smack, and by doing so and forcing him off the circuit, I've been forced off the circuit, and I've actually got a legal overtake for that attack there on Tong. So I've got to get the place back now towards Tong. Very, very aggressive move there. Now here comes DHL F1 guy now trying to get through to us around Club Corner. It doesn't work for him though. We just about hold on in there. But we maintain second place in this Grand Prix. And pretty frustrated about that one there. We should have taken the lead. We had the run around the outside there, but by being hit off the circuit, we were given a... Oop, that was a little bit late on the brakes. My apologies. By being hit off the circuit, it meant that we had to go wide. We couldn't make the corner anymore, and I was given an illegal overtake there. So unfortunately, I couldn't take the place off the Tong there. Otherwise, I would have just carried on accelerating at normal speed and just gone on with it. But unfortunately, I couldn't do it. Now, as you can see again, that we just have a little look, but unfortunately, we're just not able to find a way through here anymore. Obviously, that could just well have been my one and only chance to get the overtake done, as he now has actually overtaken Sam. He's now 5.5 seconds back from myself here in this race, so he's trying to get onto it. We've got another great run here on Tong in towards Cop's Corner, but again, we're going to go side by side, but it's just too risky, especially in the wet conditions, to really go for it. We get another nice run now in towards Magnets and Beckett, and we're just trying to find our way through here at this stage of the race now. And as you can see here, Hazard has left the session. Now we're trying to go through here, getting a little bit out of shape, and again, too far back to really go for anything now. As we get on the power, overtaking ERS mode enabled, and that's a mistake that we really didn't have to make there, but we've done so, and that has meant that we have lost second place now in this Grand Prix to DHL F1 guy. And as you can see now, they're really scrapping away up ahead to try and make this stick. We're holding on with them now as they go side by side in towards Stowe Corner. This is where I tried to go down the inside in towards Stowe a couple of laps ago here, but Tong holds on in there. He's gone very wide though through there. He's actually exceeded track limits quite heavily through there now. They go side by side once again now in towards the last chicane onto the last lap here of this Grand Prix now. They close the door really aggressively between the pair of them now. They just about hold on into their own positions here. We'll try and find a way through, but unfortunately it is not going to be enough to come across the line and take the race victory there. It was a very heavy and aggressive race, and it was probably actually, I would say, as probably the title of this video is probably going to be, probably the sweatiest race I've ever had. And I guess that's a good thing, but I would rather have been with Sam and Azzy, who were down on like 4th and 5th, because I was literally just having to stay quiet the whole race. The two of them, when we were chatting whilst racing, were just laughing most of the time and having fun, whereas I literally just had to stop talking and sweat, and it wasn't nice to do so. But, you know, we did what we did. But, yeah, there we go. We crossed the line in P3. Now, there are a bunch of penalties that were applied after this Grand Prix. So this top 3 podium actually isn't going to stay the way that it currently is. We'll go through that in a second. We'll show you what the race results actually were, and then we'll go into it in full detail here. So here's what the race results were. Obviously, the top 3, as we knew, as he finished in 4th place. You can see how close he got, 3.7 seconds back at the end. Sam finished in 5th. He won the last race in Austria, unable to replicate that here at Silverstone. Tominator 6th ahead of Wavy Life in 7th. Callisto's in 8th. and then you saw the rest of the top 10 here. So here you can see then is the championship standings after all the penalties were applied, and also a couple of drivers actually left, decided to leave the series after this race. So what I went ahead and did is allowed everyone from that British Grand Prix to move up a place from wherever those people left, just to, you know, I don't know, give them some extra points because I'm feeling nice. So as you can see, the championship then, we actually took the race victory from this event. We managed to win the race after DHL F1 guy took a time penalty for a corner cut into turn 1. That means that we are on 96 points. DHL F1 guy, though, is only a point behind us on 95 points, and I'm pretty sure that he will overtake us in the championship very, very shortly. But it's nice to at least be on the top of the championship for one race, and now someone else can go ahead and win the championship for me. Sam now is third in the championship after a very strong run of results, actually. He's on 59 points now, and it's the closest challenger between myself and DHL F1 guy. It's not Callisto in fourth, it's actually Hazza in fourth place on 46 points, but Callisto is catching him up. He's on 41 points, only 5 points back after Hazza failed to score points this time around. Callisto just chipping away, getting those consistent points finishes. Tominator is sixth in the championship on 26 points there. Then we've got Azzy, who is seventh on 24 points. Azzy's only been in Sub-Champ Season 2 for 2 rounds so far, and on 24 points already. Really strong showing. He got promoted to second place after all of the penalties were applied. Wavy Knife then is on 21 points, ahead of Con then, who is on 20 points. So those 4 set drivers separated by 6 points there. Then we have got Constant Soda, who is on 10 points. The Fake TB, who made his debut in Sub-Champ, got the fastest lap and also P8, I want to say. So he has 5 points. Then we've got Madman on 3 points, and then we have got Lion and Wingman both on 2 points, and then the rest are all on 0 points, either because they haven't scored yet, or some are brand new drivers to Sub-Champ who will be able to race from the Belgium Grand Prix onwards. And obviously, as you see from the Ferrari, we have a free seat in there, so whether that gets filled beforehand, the championship thing will change after that. In the Constructors' Championship, then McLaren lead the way with 155 points now. It's been a very good, consistent run of point-scoring finishes for the team, you can see there, since me and Sam have both actually been racing together. Obviously, the first race in Bahrain, it was just me. We've not scored any less than 20 points, which is brilliant. AlphaTauri is second in the championship on 97 points, with Ferrari on 63 points. Williams are on 58, Red Bull 45, Renault 36, Haas 26, Racing Point 15, Alfa Romeo 3, and Mercedes-Benz 2. But there we go, guys. That is it for Subscriber Championship here at the British Grand Prix. If you have enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop it a like, subscribe if you're new on here as well, and we'll see you guys next for the Belgian Grand Prix, where obviously DHL F1 guy will be looking to try and get back into the lead of the Drivers' Championship, which from my perspective, I can pretty much see that happening. And also we've got a lot of new drivers involved, and some of them are extremely fast, so expect them to slap us all, but we'll see how it goes. Take care all. Peace.